I have one popsicle stick left, and I want a mast and a sail on my raft. So you could also leave 2 as your oars for your canoe. So whatever you put in could paddle in the waters. You would probably need 2, although you could just use 1 oar and go side to side. Or if you have 2, you could have 2 people, each having 1. I'm gonna use it as a mast though. So with our raft here, I do have a little bit of a gap, and that's okay. So you can add it if you want your mast in the middle. You can put it in the middle if you want it on one side or the other. I would rather it be on this side. So I would prefer it to be on the far back side, at least the far back side, according to me. So what the trick here is, we need something to keep it upright. So when the glue dries, whoop, that works too. Okay, so however the mast goes, it should be straight up and down. You'll see sailboats most of the time, they should be straight up and down, and the mast is the tallest point of the vessel, and that is what the sail comes off of. So I have a piece of white construction paper here. You can pick whatever color construction paper you want, or printer paper, or sticky notes, or origami paper, whatever paper product you have. Maybe you are using some recycled cereal boxes or newspaper print. However you want your sail to look is your option. So I think this sail is too big for my raft. I'm going to cut it down. So very carefully with your scissors, you can change the size and the shape of your sail. I cut my paper in half, and I'm gonna trim off about 1/3 of it. So this is still a pretty big sail, but I like that better than what it was. And then what I'm gonna do is just mildly fold it, not crease it, but just fold it and put a little slit, one towards the top, one towards the bottom. So when we're finished, it will slide onto our mast. Now, canoes do not need masts. Their power is by the oars that we talked about. So if you are going side to side, single person, or if you have 2 or more people, they can each be paddling on one side of the vessel. Rafts need a system to move. They need power. So that's what sails are. They use wind, and the wind will catch in the sail and push the boat forward or backward maybe. And then as time goes on, you will have motors, you will have steam power. Now you've got all kinds of different options for boat power. So your sail, you can decorate it however you want. I grabbed a couple of markers. If you have crayons, colored pencils, highlighters, pens, whatever your desire is, whatever your favorite colors are. I personally, my favorite color is green. So I'm gonna use green, and I've already cut the slits into it. So I know that it's going to go on this way. So this is the top and this is the bottom of my sail. So I'm gonna draw like I know that. I'm gonna put just a tree, I think. I'm gonna put a tree. So we talk about wooden vessels because that was really the first product that we had to make vessels. So now you can get fiberglass, some are still wooden, some are metal. There's all different materials that are used to make vessels. Well, the Wooden Boat Show likes to talk about wooden boats. So we are gonna talk about wooden boats. That's why we've used popsicle sticks made out of wood. I've got my lovely tree here, and I'm gonna draw a fish too, because we're the Maritime Museum and we like fish. So I also happen to like, this color's called raspberry. I just like that. And then I'm gonna give it a gray, I'm gonna give my fish a gray eye and a little smile. So there is my sail for my vessel. Okay, now the glue you can see is still drying. So if you don't want to put your sail on yet, that is totally fine. You can leave it drying. I'm gonna see if I can get it to go on without disrupting it too much. So, there is my sailed raft.